Yeah, baby. Look at this. This is crazy. Watch this. I don't know if y'all can see this. I got so many phones. They're like falling off their seat buckles. All right. So I bought all these, or not all of them, but I bought a lot of these from my friend's repair shop. He just basically bought way too many. And what I do when I buy like this is I just price to hedge on like the worst case scenario of what I'm going to make on each deal. And so I'll look at a price sheet and say, okay, for example, the XRs, to buy from another reseller for $130 for a carrier locked, that's pretty low, So I want to make sure I'm going to make $25 if I get too busy, too stressed, too many phones on my hand. Fuck, one of the phones fell out the side. Shit, I hate myself. And so if I get too stressed and I need to go ahead and offload some of these phones, I want to guarantee that I have like at least a little tiny bit of profit. So again, like I buy a carrier locked XR at $130. My buyer's paying $155 right now. One second, I'm gonna pick up this phone. Hang on. Okay, it was just an XR. Nobody gives a shit about an XR. What's up, Marcus? Hey, look, so I want to maximize. I want to make sure that I'm going to make a little bit worst case scenario, make a little something. And so then after that, I get on a phone call with a guy that wants me to run his ads, and he's about to pay me to run his ads, and he has a store in a big city. And so I get to talking about what problems he has, and these guys all have the same problems. It's like they can buy as many phones as they need, but to buy them at the right price, they cannot do that for the most part. And they have the buyers, they have the people that want to buy them. Hell, we all have the buyers. We have people that will buy. There's no phone too many. All right, but it's a matter of getting them at the right price. So anyway, so he hits me up with his prices, and his prices are like 10% higher than a direct buyer. Well, the problem is a direct buyer is going to not care if the IMEI is good. But when I buy phones around here where I live, in the 5th most dangerous city in the country, my IMEIs are almost always good. I just go to put that in perspective, like your city's likely not more dangerous than mine. And if it is, well, mad props. y'all are doing the most. And so most of the IMEIs on like older phones are always going to be good, to the point where the few that go bad, I'll take the risk. So he's going to buy 11 Pro Maxes from me for unlocked for $450, and if they have a replace OEM screen, he's going to give me $400. Dude, that's amazing. I can bring that to GameStop on one of those, but I just have limits that I hadn't busted through on there. So then I'd have to send it somewhere else. So anyway, each phone I'm going to be able to get 10% more, and we're talking on like thousands of dollars of phones. So let's say it's $5,000 worth of phones. I get an extra $500, and I had predicted $25 to $50 on each phone. Now it's like, let's say $50 to $100 each phone, and then you times that by 30, and you're looking at a lot more money, right? So some of that math, because I'm running it concurrent and I'm not doing an exact count, isn't going to check out. So don't stress out there. But to have that many deals and to get that much extra, it makes sense. I'm basically paying myself minimum $500 extra to put in a little bit of extra work. And a lot of people say, oh, I just go ahead and sell them to the lowest bidder and think that they're doing something. Unless you're getting hundreds of phones a day, you don't have the luxury of selling to the lowest bidder. You've got to piece through each one and figure out how you're going to maximize each freaking deal. Because each deal that you maximize is going to pay for another deal, or three maximizations on one deal pay for an entire deal of another one. It's going to pay for the mistakes that you make. It's going to pay for the phones that fall off the seat and get cracked. Or the things you overlook, the scratches you miss. You know, the ones that were non-OEM and you didn't realize it, and then now your direct buyer is saying he's going to dock you $100, and then you got to get it back from him, then you got to pay for shipping, and then you got to wait for that to come back, and then you got to refund him in the meantime. Like, all the problems can be made whole by maxing out every freaking deal. And the way you do that is you connect with as many other sellers as possible. You connect with like Marcus Howard, who's on this call. You connect with people in big ass cities that are trying to flip, but they can't find phones at all because everyone on Marketplace thinks that they're walking around with gold in their pocket. And then those people are happy, dude, they're happy to buy an XR for $200, whereas a DB is giving you $155. They're like, 180, 200 all day, let's freaking go. And you're like, wow, okay, that opens me up to where I can buy it 150. Nobody's telling me yes at 100, and I gotta buy it at 100 if I'm getting 155. And I gotta, like, at 100, I'm saying, I'd rather not even waste my time. So now you open yourself up to double the amount of deals because you're making double the profit. So twice the amount of deals at double the profit, potentially. Anyway, I'm gonna confuse y'all with my crazy ass math. So that covers it. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna spend an extra 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes, get invoices sent out. I'm gonna get these phones sent to buyers. I'm gonna get paid immediately, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna mail them. Peace out.